Hey guys, what is up? It is WoW really, and as you guys know, I don't have internet, and I was thinking of ways to bring you guys gameplay. So here I am playing survival mode on Resistance just so I can keep posting for you guys so I can stay active so you guys don't leave me. I really don't want to lose my subscribers. All you guys are just awesome. So what I'm going to be talking about over my Resistance gameplay playing survival mode is how like getting to know WoW really. That's me, of course. And I hope that you guys enjoy this sort of commentary, I guess. I'm gonna be talking about pretty much my whole entire life, how I got started in YouTube, like where I used to live, what I used to do, all that sort of stuff, what did as a little kid, and that kind of stuff. So, if you guys enjoy this gameplay, press the like button. If you guys, I mean, not gameplay, if you guys enjoyed the commentary and you guys want me to do the next 10 rounds, so I can even make it the next 10 rounds. Right now I have it paused just for you guys so I can keep going. If you guys want to see more, hear more, just press the like button. I'm only going to ask for 10 likes and then I'll post the next one right away. So 10 likes and I'll post the next gameplay right away just for you guys. So alright, I'm going to get started now. So let's start back when I was born. I was born in 29 Palms, California, 16 years ago. Obviously, I'm 16 years old, so obviously I was born. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, born in 29 Palms, California, on a military base because my mom was in the Marine Corps and she was in the Marine Corps for I think like 15 years or some crazy number like that, and now she's been in the Air Force. But I'll get to that later. But yeah, I was born in 29 Palms, California, as I said like 15 times already. And we lived in a pretty ghetto house from what my mom has told me. Because, I mean, it's kind of hard for a single mom to raise a child when she's only 21 years old. She got pregnant with me when she was 20. And when I was like, I think I was 3 to 6 months old, somewhere between there, my real dad left us without really saying anything. And it was pretty much like, oh, awesome. I'll just take care of our son and not have you around ever. So it was pretty tough for my mom. My mom is a soldier. She's awesome. Like I don't think any mom in the world is better than her. She works really hard for all the stuff she does. She just got back from Afghanistan not that long ago too, from the Air Force. She's just the awesome mom, and I love her. Not trying to like be sounding all creepy on YouTube about my mom and that sort of stuff, but she is my mom. You guys, everybody should respect their mother, whether you guys hate her, whether she takes away your PS3 or anything that sort of stuff. But yeah, so my next thing I want to talk about is we like lived in California probably until I was only about 2 years old. We moved right away after pretty much my mom and dad got their divorce papers through with. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not completely sure. Don't quote me on that. Mom, if you're listening to this, don't yell at me. I love you. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble from you again. So I did pretty much live in the ghetto until I was about 2 years old, and then when I was about two, we moved from California all the way across the country to North Carolina. I'm not completely sure what city, what town, any of that sort of stuff, but I remember the house and how pretty much ghetto that house was too. My mom pretty much brought us a long way, and I don't know, I can't say enough about my mom. She's just really awesome. Um, but we like lived in a house that like consisted of four different apartments, so we kind of lived in an apartment slash house. I don't know what it's called. It's a quad something. I'm not completely sure. If somebody wants to comment what it's called or anything like that. Excuse me, I'm still getting over my cold. But those were the good days back when all I wanted to do was watch Power Rangers and just chill in my underwear sitting on the couch all day. And my mom would just chill trying to find a boyfriend. And sooner or later, she meets my current stepdad, and pretty much stuff just like took off from there, and it was really awesome. He he is so much more of a dad to me than my real dad. He After like the first month that I've known him, he was with me more than my real dad has been with me my whole entire life. So I think that's kind of saying a lot about my real dad and about my stepdad too. He hooks me up with all my internet stuff, all my PS3 stuff. He helps me with my internet, PS3, all that sort of junk. He helped me a little bit with like my gameplays and getting me started on how to upload them and all that sort of stuff. So you guys can thank him for me being able to upload this sort of stuff too. He ordered my Roxio from Amazon and I paid him for, so if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be uploading at all. So you guys should be thankful to my stepdad too, but it was pretty much like when my mom and stepdad met, I think I was probably about 4 or 5, and I remember like him coming to our apartment and I had no idea who he was, but he was just like this awesome outgoing dude and he would just play with me and like throw me around and throw me on the couch and I just had a blast with him. And that's pretty much what made my mom fall in love is that's what I think because all of her ex-boyfriends like just hated me. They didn't like the fact that she had a kid and it is pretty sad. I mean, people have kids, it happens. People get divorces, it happens. All that sort of stuff. But yeah, my mom and dad, they are really great people. Don't get me wrong. I do get mad at them sometimes, but that's just how every teenager is pretty much. So it's not a big deal, really. But a good probably 2 years later after my parents met, like wait, let me jump back really quick. I remember when I was small and I was in my mom's room with her, and my stepdad, which was her boyfriend at the time, was going back to North Dakota, which is where we live right now. His dad, which is obviously my step grandpa now, came to pick him up to bring him back home to a really small town called Glenfield, North Dakota. Back all the way home from North Carolina, and my mom was just freaking bawling in her room, and I went in there and I was trying to get her to turn the TV on for me because I didn't know how to turn the TV on back then. And I remember she just like handed me the remote and sat on her bed and cried, and I didn't want to leave her, so I sat next to her on the bed and just cried with her. We both sat there for a good 15, 20 minutes just crying. There's me, little Andrew, age 5 or 6, crying next to my mom. I have no idea how old she was back then. I don't even know how old she is now. She tells people she's 21 because she likes being young, but she looks really young, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it was a really sad occurrence, and luckily they got to see each other again, and my dad proposed to her, and pretty much when he went back home and told everybody that he proposed, all of his family members were like, "What?" Because they had no idea who my mom was. They never even met my mom. I think like the first time they met my mom was like at the reception. No, not the reception. I don't even know the like wedding. Like I don't know any of that sort of stuff for weddings. But like the day before, day before that, whatever it was, that's when they met my mom. It's kind of funny, but now everybody's really cool and the whole entire family is just awesome. I love everybody in the family. It's really good blast. It's a blast to have everybody in my family and that sort of stuff. But so yeah, from after that wedding, wait, during the wedding, I was that little dude that like I was the ring bearer. It was funny because the rings were like tied to the pillow, and I just like flung it around over and over. And sooner or later, when I was walking down the aisle to go to the top wherever I still know like what's up with weddings, but this is what my mom and dad told me. They're like, once you got up to the front and you got in line with everybody else and they were standing next to us, you just sat there still spinning the rings around, and the rings just like dropped and rolled right between my legs, and I'd like supposedly went on top of my heels and looked down and like looked between my legs like a little kid does, like when there's something going between their legs. So it was supposedly very funny, and everybody in the audience was laughing, and it was a pretty good time. It was a really fun wedding, and after the wedding was a whole bunch of fun too. I remember dancing and dancing. I danced till I fell asleep pretty much. I was a little cool kid. I had a buzz cut and glasses back then, and now I have like longerish hair. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I had to say about the wedding. it was fun. That's all I have to say. And yeah, after that we moved from North Carolina to North Dakota. Yeah, I don't ask why we did that. It's because my mom wanted to be with my stepdad. It's not because we're crazy, even though we are pretty crazy. But yeah, now we live in snowy North Dakota. It's always cold. During the summer, don't get me wrong, it is freaking hot. Like some days it can get to 110 plus the 100% humidity. Humidity here is just terrible. But yeah, I remember coming here. It was the middle of the winter, and I had no idea that North Dakota had cars. That's how young I was. I didn't know that North Dakota had cars. I thought North Dakota was just like everybody rode horses around. I never told anybody that. You guys are the first ones to know. It's pretty funny, I know, but I was a little kid. I didn't know any better, and it was probably one of the most boring times of my life. There was a snow outside, and I didn't really have any like snow pants or a big coat or anything. Cause I lived in North Carolina before. I never had snow except for like one time. I think it snowed there one time, and my mom like put like 5 layers of coats onto me the one time it snowed. It was only like an inch of snow, and but yeah, like later in North Dakota, I met this like little girl that was across the street from me. She was like 3 years younger than me, and we just stayed outside and played in the snow the whole entire winter. And then sooner or later, we ended up going to the same home daycare, which was right across the street from us too. So I'm gonna wrap things up really quick. If you guys enjoyed this first part, I can keep talking about my life. I still have a lot more to talk about. If you guys enjoyed this, press that like button. I will get on the next one right after I get 10 likes on this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are new to my channel and you like my content or my gameplay, you guys check out my older stuff. I have a lot of good old content for and all that sort of stuff. So everybody have a nice